international. In order to know a little bit about you, just my name is Ya'Kov. I live in Beitel. I came here to Beitel to visit place with our patriarch Jacob, Abraham, from the Bible, which we read about it. Here he saw the angels standing in this standing. So you are in a very, very holy place. If you remember and you read the Bible, you know that Jacob, the forefather, he came, so I came, and I came by myself almost 35 years ago to this place with my family, and we started to build all this place. And today we have over 6,000 people living in Beitel. This is but my name is Ya'Kov. I'm a member of the Israeli Parliament. Just give me your name to know who are you.
I'm Daniel Vanstup. I'm a member of the European Parliament.
Netherlands, Holland. My son-in-law is from his family, original from Netherlands.
I'm from Vienna, Austria, and I work for the
I'm the assistant to Mr. Vanstup from the European Parliament.
Lawrence Chattard, I'm originally from Morocco, and I'm from Malta.
From Malta?
Yes. I'm the secretary of the Jewish community there.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a Greek member of the European Parliament in the Green Group.
Green.
From Hungary.
Hungary. I'm in France. We speak Hungarian. I don't know measure. You speak?
Also from Hungary.
Hungary. Are you also born in
Hungary. Working with Canada.
I'm from Greece.
Greece. Ducat came from Greece, no? I remember it was a candidate. Okay. So Beitel is an example for many cities and towns, small towns, larger. I'm sure you have been in some places. And I am the head of the Committee of the Foreign Workers, who will see you with the God help on further Monday. We will see each other. So the story of Beitel is almost like the other stories of many other places since in 1967. It's happened to be a war between Israel and the three big countries which we are surrounded by, Egypt from the south, Syria from the north, and Jordan, eastern to the state of Israel. And because of that work, we call it in Israel the 6 days war. We have, I say we have freed, we have released. Some people will say we have occupied places which are the original land of the Jewish people from the old time, from the time of the before the first temple, when Joshua, when he entered with our nation to Israel, and later on, almost 1,200 years that the Jewish people lived in Israel before before the last temple was destroyed in 60 after Kamera, and let's say that in 330, when the Byzantium came to Israel, most of the Jews have not been here. So we are talking about almost 1,500 years that the Jewish people have been, especially mainly in the time of the King David, King Solomon, and the old Jewish history before even the Muslim religion was born. The Muslim religion was born in 1600 after the Common Era, year 1300 years ago. And we have been already in that time many years out of Israel. Most of the Jews, we had some Jews in Israel, but in those years we went to the diaspora, to the old countries, and the rest of the story you know. So it's first of all very exciting moment to come and to rebuild places that when you read in the Bible, Abraham, the patriarch, the first forefather of the whole world, monotheistic religions, went from Iraq and came to the land of Israel, and they came to Beitel. one of the first places in Bethel. He rebuilt the first altar, and he prayed to God. And later on he moved to Elon Moreh, which is not far away from here. He goes to Shiloh, he goes to Hebron, and you see the names. For instance, Bethel mentioned in the Bible 65 times. When I'm trying to convince Jewish people to come to Israel, and they live in Borough Park, in Flatbush, in Queens, in other places, I said, I didn't see Borough Park ever, or Flatbush from Europe in the Bible, but they tell in the Bible 65 times. And when you read it, and you see the stories about Judea the Maccabee, and you read the wars between the Greeks and the Jewish people and the Romans here in Israel, so each one of the places is memorized and is printed, and you can see the places, and it's full of. And when we find archaeology sites, and we see that our forefather, we are speaking and talking in the same language and writing which they spoke about. We are talking about a few thousand years ago. It's full of excitement. That the Jewish people have been in so many places around the world, in so many cultures, in so many languages, in so many colors, and all of a sudden we are coming from Ethiopia, from Europe, from America, from other places, and all of a sudden we are coming to the same original language, which makes all of us very excited. I'm not thinking about other things, but it's unbelievable to see that after we lost 60-70 years ago 6 million Jews in Europe, all of a sudden, and some of them were killed in Africa as well, Tunisia and Morocco and other places as well. We see all of a sudden that we have 6 million Jews over here in Israel, which is also a very exciting moment. And we see in 1948 when we declared our declaration, the declaration of the State of Israel in 1948, when we had only 600,000 Jews, and today in Judea and Samaria and in Eastern Jerusalem we have over 600,000 Jews in the area that have been liberated in 1967. So it's also very, very, very exciting. Why is very exciting? Because the human being, no matter when he comes to the world, he comes very late. No matter when he lives very early. Maximum he lives in this world 120 years. Today I'm working with the Ken because I was wanted in the war in 1973, before you were born, yes? But I already was a soldier and a captain in a very elite command unit. So I'm working with the Ken, but I know that all of us within 30, 40, 50 years, 60, 70, we will go with the Ken also. And I'm at the head of the committee of, I was visited yesterday, and I saw people on the 90s, and the 100s, the Alzheimer's, so we hope that in our time, when we will get to this year, with God help, we will find solutions. So maybe we will find the Alzheimer when we will be 120, 130, but one day it will come, what we can do. We are only human beings, so we come very late, we live very early, but we belong to a long chain in this world in order to make the world better, to improve, to make it nicer, and to make it good as much as we can in order to make the world with more and more moral and principles which can make the world and the life of the people in the world, no matter where and no matter when, better and better and better. So Bethel is an example because we are the settlers, and I have many, many friends in the Knesset which are not Jewish or Arabs, from different parties, and they said, "Kצל'ה, we don't understand, you don't date us. You don't date us." I say, "No, I never, the Jewish people never hated. We have been hated by others, but they killed us. We are not, when we have to fight, we do it because we have no choice, but we are not running after the throne or after the rifle. This is not the education which we get. We are learning to love the Jewish people more than others, but not to hate anybody else in the world, and this is very natural. The man loves his family, and he loves his community, and he loves his wife, and he loves the other wife who lives in his neighborhood. It's very natural. It has to be like that, yes, hopefully. So I think that since the Jewish people came to Eretz Israel, we brought a lot of flourishing to the land of Israel, and not only a lot of flourishing, a lot of light and green. And I just want to mention a book that Mark Twain, which wrote Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, which is a very famous writer and author that he used to live in America. He was a very religious Christian, and he came to visit Israel in 1865, in the 19th century. And after he was in Israel, he wrote a beautiful book. He called it Masata on the Gods. He did it a fun traveling in the Holy Land, something like that. And in his book he writes, we were in shock when we landed in Jaffa port, and we went on camels and donkeys to the Tabor mountain. And he said in his book, and he wrote, this is the Holy Land. This is the land that the God gave to the Jewish people, such a devastated land. We don't see even the trees and the flowers of the desert. This we don't see. Everything is devastated. People are sick. Nobody lives here. Nobody is here. No, I'm talking about 135 years ago, 145 years ago. This land was totally. When people come with stories, we have Arabs here, Arabs there. Nobody lived it because the land, unless the husband came back to the land, the wife didn't want to give birth, and nothing was growing here, nothing was started. When the Arabs around the world, the country, saw that the Jewish people are coming with a lot of money, they started to build in the end of the 19th century, at the beginning of the 20th century, the Yeshuvim, the settlements, the cities here, many moved in order, like you have today, all over Europe. Many people coming. We have many people coming from Africa today because we have a lot of the land of Israel is full of this is a gate to Europe, so many people come from Africa to live here. You have in France people moving from the Maghreb countries to live in Austria, in Belgium, in Holland, and you have in Sweden. You can see all of them coming because people are looking always when they see places that they can make living much better, like the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans moving to United States of America in order to have a better life. Or people in Europe 200 and 300 years ago moved to America because they thought that in the new discoveries they can make their life much better than in the past. So this is a very natural and normal thing. But when you take in the book of Mark Twain, which is a witness, and he's writing in 130 years ago that this land was from place to place, and he described Jaffa, Jerusalem, in the north, totally devastated land. No life, no streets, nothing. Only sick, small people here, small amount of people here. And he describes the Arabs and the Jewish people, all of them sick, all of them look bad. It's all is dirty and